Local news about local people. This is Newslink Indiana.
Hello, I'm Jennifer Kinley. Thanks for joining us. Doors of a jail are supposed to stay locked. However, the doors of the Delaware County Jail are defective and periodically unlock on their own. The doors have been difficult to fix because the controls are over 15 years old. The county commissioners thought they had found the funds to repair the doors, but the money may not be there. Chief Deputy Phil Cook said the $87,000 from the state cannot be used on the broken doors. The county continues to hunt down the money to solve the security risks in the jail. A $4 to $5 million annex to the courthouse in Winchester has raised controversy in the city. Newslink Indiana's Jason Luzak tells us about it.
Falling brick, asbestos, and a partial renovation has County Assessor Noel Carpenter hoping the new courthouse annex gets built.
It's hard to put Humpty Dumpty back together again.
Humpty Dumpty is the Civil War era courthouse in the middle of Winchester that was partially torn down in 1951. The building went from this to its current state today. The solution for now is building an annex on the south lawn next to the building. It would house new courtrooms. The plan, which has been approved by the county commissioners, has some residents and business owners angry.
We're just going to destroy the downtown community of Winchester.
Mike Wickersham organized a group called SCAN, an acronym for Stop the Courthouse Annex Now. The group says that the county commission did not get public opinion when it made the decision, something the county says isn't true. SCAN is gathering signatures for a petition against the addition.
Well, the goal of the group initially is to convince the commissioners that they need to change their mind at this point.
Some businesses are worried the annex will devalue their property.
To take up that much space, that is one issue. It's really kind of hard to imagine what it's going to look like when it's done.
Valley Slicks owns a travel agency across the street from the proposed site of the annex, but the county assessor thinks the addition should raise the values of the buildings.
I think it shows that, hey, we're progressive in this town. And it'll actually, I think, add to the value of those buildings across the street.
Carpenter says the annex is too far along to be stopped, but for now, more people are joining the group opposing the addition. In Winchester, Jason Luzak, Newslink, Indiana.
3 weeks into office, and Governor Daniels has already made some major changes in education. Newslink Indiana's Lindsay Jamison explores one of the unexpected problems created by his plan.
Governor Mitch Daniels worried some educators last week with the changes he proposed in his State of the State address.
I will direct the Department of Local Government Finance to impose a 120-day moratorium on any new school bond issue. The agency will draw up guidelines related to size, cost, and the ratio of academic to non-academic spending.
Governor Daniels is taking this extra time to assess the school bonds used for construction. He's fine with the classrooms, but is weary of extras like gymnasiums.
But this extra time may have a negative effect. It could delay construction from the summer to the cold winter months. And that has the attention of the superintendent of Anderson Schools.
By postponing these projects, that's going to cause us to get into a different building time of year.
Anderson's construction crews are worried too.
Weather's the biggest delay that any construction has. You want to start in May and not August, because in August you're going to be running into the winter. You'd like to have your building almost enclosed as you go into winter.
Schools will have to make the new schedules work despite plans that have been made. In Anderson, Lindsay Jamison, Newslink, Indiana.
The construction delays could cause some school districts to return to the drawing boards, even as far as renegotiating with contractors for time and money. Marion Mayor Wayne Seabold still hopes that the annual Easter pageant will go on in full form this year. The holiday tradition that began in 1937 was canceled last year when a heating and plumbing in the Memorial Coliseum became too costly. This year they are still looking for a place to hold the performance.
So it'd be a little bit premature to say that we've given up, that we're going to be the second year without our Easter pageant that's been a part of our community for many years. So we're going to do whatever we can to make that happen.
Last year, the Grant County YMCA bought the Memorial Coliseum, and renovations aren't expected to be completed before June of 2006. That will make 3 years since the pageant was held in its original home. A national retailer known for its rapid expansion is leaving an East Central Indiana community. Newslink Indiana's Molly Fry explains how his city will be affected.
Richmond loses a neighbor this weekend, a neighbor known for giving back to the community.
Through our grant process, to all Target stores do grants to the community. We've given grants to local schools and charities. The Target Visa card, we give back 1% to the school of choice.
However, Minneapolis-based Target Corporation decided this store was too small to make enough money in the area. The size, also too small for customer Karen Myers.
Because I'm used to going where they have the grocery stores, and I go where I can get grocery stores and clothing items too.
The aisles are quickly clearing out and will remain empty after Target closes its doors for the last time this Saturday. Saturday, when 100 employees lose their jobs. Sad for Carol Mitchell, who has worked here for the 26 years the store has been open.
It's a family store, a lot of long-term team members, friendly, and the guests come in and that's who they, ask for.
Mitchell will retire. 6 employees will transfer and the rest supplied with a separation package. Now that this neighbor's profits didn't quite reach their target. In Richmond, Molly Fry, Newslink, Indiana.
Richmond customers in need of a Target will now have to travel to Trotwood, Ohio or Muncie. Nicholas Ferrari joins us now with a look at our forecast. The sun was shining today.
Yes, it was, and it was sure good to see that sunshine out there. I don't know about you, but I am just loving it. And I want to share with you a picture. Our crew who was out in Richmond today took this shot outside the Wayne County Courthouse in Richmond. Take a look at that freshly fallen snow there, and you can even see those rays of sunshine coming in as well. Just an absolutely beautiful shot. In the forecast for Monday evening, a low of 20 degrees, a few clouds outside with winds from the west-southwest at 7 miles per hour. Precision cast shows light clouds in the area. They'll try to thin out tonight before some more build in tomorrow afternoon and throughout the day. But I don't think those clouds will be thick enough to block out that sunshine for Tuesday. We'll see a high of 38 degrees, and 38 is quite warm. When 38 is a warm temperature, you know just how cold it has been over the past few days. Winds from the west-southwest at 7 miles per hour. And then over the next 5 days, take a look at all this sunshine. No real chance for precipitation for the remainder of the week. Wednesday, a high of 36 degrees, partly cloudy skies. Thursday, a high of 27. Friday, sunshine and a high of 33. Saturday, we might even make it into the 40s with some cloud cover outside as well. Of course, it's Monday. That means it's time for a little tidbit of weather wisdom. So here's a little advice for all of you fed up with our current weather. Don't cuss the climate. It probably doesn't like you any better than you like it. So Jennifer, I will watch my mouth over the next week, and I hope you will watch yours too.
I sure will, and I hope all of our viewers do as well.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Well, Muncie's MITS buses are getting a makeover, but the change is more than skin deep. The new buses will run on ultra-low fuel and have brighter, easier to read destination signs, along with ergonomic seats. A new metallic gray color scheme with updated MITS logo will differentiate the new buses from the old ones. MITS General Manager Larry King believes riders will be pleased.
I think it's hard to visualize it when you try to describe it. I think once they see it, it'll be something they'll like.
3 of the new buses will arrive in August, with another 8 expected in service by the end of the year. And that is Newslink Indiana. For Nicholas Ferrari, I'm Jennifer Kinley. Join us again Tuesday at newslinkindiana.com for more news.